Hello everyone at the Crunchy Life. This is Kara and my baby girl. And the topic that we are discussing for the next 2 weeks is going to be, how does your garden grow? Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Is that how the thing goes? I don't even know. Anyway, yeah. How does your garden grow? Please don't push the buttons. Talking about everything that we grow, whether you have a garden or a pot garden, or if you have just a flower bed or an herb garden, or if you just have a rock garden on your windowsill at home. What is it? What do you grow? And if you don't grow anything, how would you like to grow? Yada, yada, yada. Since crunchy living is all about definitely having a garden, that's very essential. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about. Before we get into that, though, I haven't announced on this channel yet, and I've been announcing it, so I'm just going to tell you guys, too, that today I'm officially 17 weeks pregnant. I haven't let anybody know. I've been kind of postponing my announcement. Thank you. But, yeah, so 17 weeks along, I definitely got a belly already, and, yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. So, yay, I'm on baby number 2. Oh, my goodness. So, I'm going to show you my garden. We're going to start in the back, where I'm doing most of the work, and then we'll just move up front, and I'll show you things I've planted along the years. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a passionate gardener. I'm so passionate about gardening. I'm so passionate. But I suck at it. I suck at gardening. And I've tried for so many years, and I've spent so much money on seeds and soil and stuff, and I don't even know why things just don't survive. The best luck I've ever had has been with sunflowers and some vines and some arendo, things that just kind of take care of themselves and grow wildly, like honeysuckle. Planted a bunch of honeysuckle along the fence, and it's just wonderful. It does its own thing. I don't even need to water it. So, but things that I have to maintain, I have problems with. And so as you see my garden set up, whatever, maybe you can help me, those of you who kind of have an idea and know what's going on with that kind of stuff. Because I try, but I kill. And I'm trying still. I really am. And I feel like I'm an avid gardener because I've studied so much about it, and I feel like I know what I'm doing, but every time I go out to look at my plants, they look like shit. I'm like, what is going on? So anyway, we're going to start in the front on my really trashed out patio. Out back. Back. We're in the back. Trashed out patio because I have dogs that like to trash my patio. And if you saw my house tour, you'd know. But what I got going on right now are some green onions, some garlic, a tomato plant that survived, and a seed that's trying to come alive, and some romaine lettuce and some herbs. And everything looks kind of, it's getting really hot. Like, it freaking froze. Like, the first week that we had, which was spring, and everything started blooming, and the trees started blooming. And I was like, yay! So we went out, you know, it was a week, it was warm, it was 70, it was almost pushing 80, and we went out and we planted all our seeds. I've been sprouting seeds inside, and I put them all in pots, and we had a beautiful day. And like 2 days later, dude, this freak snow hit us. Like, oh, it's gonna snow. Like, what? Like, what? It was like a 30% chance of snow. And then, yeah, which is like really low, but no, it like blanketed the entire area. And so my plants kind of suffered, and I'm like, shit. So that's what's going on. Let me just show you these plants real quick, and we'll move to the front. But anyway, what I got going, it's really hard to see my screen, but we're going to look. Okay. They're all in pots. And what's sad is that, yes, I've got this jungle. I've got this jungle of a yard. I've got over 2.5 acres of beautiful yard, very fertile soil, but I don't right now have the means or the ability to put up a fence to keep my dogs out, because my dogs destroy a lot of my efforts in gardening. They really do. And so I don't have that yet. And I know it's simple. You can go find pallets, yada, 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 but I don't got a truck. I don't got a car. So there's a lot of little petty shit that keeps me from progressing with the simplest things in gardening. So anyway. But here's my pathetic. I've got these garlic things. These are organic garlic that kind of died before I put them in the pots, and I was hoping that I could revive them, but they're not coming back. These are the 2 garlics that did last. And they're going, woo, yay, we like it, we're alive. Okay, great. These are my green onions that I resprouted and regrew from store-bought onions. That's what the rest of all of this is green onions. I got one pot of resprouting romaine over there, but it's not doing too good, so I'm not going to show you him. Otherwise, yeah, so, and as you can see, they're getting kind of browny and they're kind of flopping over. They looked a lot better a few days ago, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe green onions aren't supposed to have such direct sun. Hey, spider. These are all tomatoes that are trying to sprout. There's one tiny tomato plant seed coming in that corner of that pot. But the only tomato plant that survived my efforts was this guy. I don't know if you can see, because I can't see. But can I see? Can you see? It's my hand. This guy. My only tomato that has survived so far. And he's doing okay, kind of. But even as a baby, his leaves look a little withery. And then I've got rosemary. And, no, this is rosemary. Can you see the stuff? Come on. Where am I? Rosemary and lavender. And they're only doing really good because I just got them. I didn't grow them from seed. So we'll see if this stuff lasts in my care. But I did pick up these. And I got this pot right here. And then there's one little sprout growing in there, and I don't know what it is. But we'll find out. It's probably just a weed. But let me sit here and tell you for a minute. I really want a garden. Like, I'm so passionate about it. I love it. And I've spent so much time collecting pots and seeds and gardening stuff and reading and learning, and I just don't understand why my freaking shit always dies on me. It always dies. So anyway, I'm hoping that the day that I actually get my yard fenced off into an area and I can actually plant stuff into the ground, that it will go a lot better for me. I think I just don't have luck with potted plants. I think the potted garden is supposed to be easy breezy, but it doesn't work for me. It just pisses me off. Anyway, everything I've planted in the ground, most everything I've ever planted in the ground in this yard has survived and is flourishing. So that tells you I just am not a freaking container gardener, man. It bugs me out because I want my patio to be all cool. Anyway, I'm going to plant this mint somewhere in the yard and let it run rampant, since there's plenty of space to do so, and then I'll have a wonderful mint. And this is probably not a GMO-free seed pack, but it's the freshest one I have. But what I do have is we just planted, I'll show you out front, we planted some mound sunflowers. We just did that today. Out in the front, we're going to make a big path of sunflowers. And this is Fairy Morse organic seeds, and I was doing a bunch of reading up on them today, and there's like controversy whether or not they are, careful, whether they are non-GMO. Apparently they claim to be non-GMO, and they say that they don't, they signed the Safe Seed Pact or whatever. And so right now I'm going with them because I haven't been ordering anything offline. But I'm definitely going to plant pumpkins somewhere in the yard too, because I want to just see if they'll just go crazy like in this yard. There's so much space. If only the dogs can leave them alone. I'm going to put them somewhere where the dogs don't go, like where it's not trampled down, and hope that the dogs don't go there until I can get fencing. And then I've got spinach. I don't know how that's going to go. I'm going to start it in a container and see if I can maintain it, but I know spinach is pretty fickle. And I know you're supposed to probably plant that in the winter, but I don't know. And then I'm also going to do cantaloupe. I'll do that next to, yeah, I'll do that next to the pumpkins. And then we're going to do more tomatoes. And I'm going to see if I can get some more tomatoes going. So that's what I'm working on. So wish me luck, because I really want a freaking beautiful, vibrant garden. But, yeah. Okay, let's go to the front. Come on, honey. Let's go show them our front garden area that's a little better. Come here. Come on. Come on, let's go to the front. Come on, let's go to the front. Come on. We're going this way. Come on. She's a little tired, so I gotta really coax her to come along without fussing, because she's really tired. It's nap time after this. Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on. Let's go out front. Oh, tired face. Oh, tired face. Okay. We're going to go out front for a minute, and then we're going to go inside, okay? Yeah. All right. Come on. Let's go out front. You hear her whining. Okay. This is my compost bucket that we throw all scraps out the kitchen. Oh, the baby birdies are sleeping. Over here is where I planted honeysuckle a couple years ago, and it didn't take for the first year or so. It's finally going, yay! Over here, and along this whole fence, if you look way down the backyard fence, I planted these orendo that you see this little batch of right here. Orendo is like a bamboo family grass plant. It's supposed to grow up really tall and create all this privacy and arches and stuff, but my dogs kept trampling the new sprouts, and so the entire roots balls just died. Come over here, baby. Come here, tired girl. Yeah. But anyway, the other things that took really well were these vines I planted, and they come up every year. We've got those purple and white flowers, so those took pretty well. And then this is what orendo does. Out here in the Midwest, it's really weak. I used to plant it in Arizona. Hi. And I lived in this property where it grew up in tunnels, like huge mazes and tunnels of orendo. So I tried to do that here, and I planted this big, I think 2 years ago. And in the winter, it grows up and then it dies, like that. And it gets all crusty. And then in the springtime, the new sprouts come up, and all these little babies come up, and you can literally watch them grow. They grow so fast, and they grow overnight, and they get to be massive round circles of coverage. And then this mailbox here, that is my mailbox round. And it's weeds right now, but I've successfully planted flowers in that every year. And then this is our sunflower path. We today actually redug the beds along my path, and we planted those mammoth sunflowers. And hopefully they'll come up. You want to swing? Come here, let me show you. And then I'll be right there, baby. We got an apple tree that's dying. But anyway, the fence is covered in honeysuckle. That I planted, and that I planted, and that one's doing better than the other one. Okay, I'm coming. And they're just growing rampant and wonderful. You want to swing? Okay, can I show them one more thing and then we'll swing? Yes, please. We'll be done in 1 minute. Okay, and the last thing I'll show you is my potting table, which is just a cluster mess. And I've got potting stuff and shovels, and my most disappointing thing is I've got this big thing of seeds. I've got all these vegetable seeds, which is fine. They died. They're done. They're dead because they're probably all GMOs anyway. Before I really became aware of GMOs, I just bought random store-bought seeds. So, but they were out here during the weather, and they're about 2 years old now. They weathered through the humidity and the snow, and so I don't think they're going to grow, even if I tried. But it's really sad because I have tons of bags of all these wildflower seeds and packets, and I have like $50 worth of seeds there I never planted, which I'm totally bummed about. We're just going to have to start over, start new. Yeah. You ready to swing? Well, we're going to swing. And that's my garden adventures in gardening. How does my garden grow? Very strenuously. No, seriously. Yeah, container gardening. I just want to plant that stuff out in the wild and let it do its thing. And yeah, that's all I have as far as gardening. Bye. I actually, not bye. Let me first say, let's go over here and go swing. Come on. First I'll say before I go, on my personal channel, I'll leave the link down in the description box if those of you don't know already. I will put updates on how my gardening is going this year because I'm going to give it dire attention. I'm going to give it diligent love this year and really try to make it last. So, and I'm watching Raven, our other host on here. She's great at gardening. So I'm going to be giving updates on my channel to see if I get any more successful with this whole gardening stuff. So, talk to you all later. Okay, here we go. Swing time. Okay, bye.